Yeah, so my name is Stuart Robertson. I work at Stuart Technology and I'm the Operations Director at Stuart Tech. On a typical day at Stuart Tech, it could be various. I'm either dealing with making sure the machines are running, making sure our operators all have the jobs to do, and then I have my own engineering stuff as well, so I can deal with all sorts of things like prototypes, which can go into aeroplanes and water systems, and just depending on what kind of customers that we bring in. We've recently done various things for GPS controlled lawnmowers and various other robotic stuff as well. Best thing about my job, I really enjoy prototypes. I enjoy dealing with lots of different new challenges, dealing with different products and different customers as well. With net zero, we need to, it'll impact every decision we make in the factory and with the business. We already do things at the moment, such as solar power, and that all the new machines that we buy in all are lower energy consumption.
My name is Jenny Gibson. I'm the People and Policy Manager for Indie Nature. We are a construction company based in Jedburgh where we make natural fibre construction materials. Indie Nature makes natural fibre construction products such as insulation for people's homes. Some of the primary materials we use are hemp, and jute hemp can be grown in the UK, and we're currently getting our supply from the north of England, but we're working with farmers in the Scottish borders to grow hemp, which captures a huge amount of carbon and is really good at regenerating soils. My work varies on a day-to-day basis, but it's looking after the people within the organisation and making sure that they're treated in a way that is fair and consistent. The best thing about my job is seeing the impact on the people that I work with, seeing everybody happy and healthy and enjoying their work.
My name is Lauren. I work in a skip wagon, drive wagons all day for a skip company in Berwick, and I drove along the Scottish borders all day. A typical day, I must visit about 8 different properties minimum to drop skips off and pick them up. Obviously fueling building sites constantly on the tick going around, and drive about 150 to 200 miles every day. My career path has it's not made a huge amount of sense, but I've always followed what I've thoroughly enjoyed, and I always like to keep my body moving, and I do like to stay in the local area, to stay close to family and people that I know. I've been on a building site, I've been fabricating in workshops, and at the minute I'm driving a HGV wagon, and I thoroughly enjoy it. So the best thing about my job is getting paid to look out a window, and I absolutely adore speaking to everyone in the local community across a huge span range. I get to make a lot of connections and know who I live around, and it's lovely because they can introduce you and say about events in the local area, and it's lovely to stay connected to everyone.
Tell us what's environmentally friendly about the business.
Well, all the wagons run on AdBlue, as well as every time a skip is emptied, everything is sorted through by hand by a team of men on the ground, and everything is sorted through landfills, scrap, copper, brass. Like, it's all sorted very efficiently to the very item, so things aren't unnecessarily going into landfills polluting the environment.
My name is Dan, and I'm an architect. I work for a construction consultancy in the Borders, we have offices in Selkirk and Hawick, and I run the architectural team within that company. On a typical day, I do a lot of different things as part of my job. I do drawings, which is part of designing buildings, which is what an architect does. I meet clients, those are the people who ask us to create those designs. I go to building sites and look at buildings that are being built and check that everything is okay. The thing I enjoy most about my job is coming up with something the client hasn't thought of and surprising the client with an idea or a drawing or a way of thinking that perhaps they haven't thought of. I really enjoy that part of the process, in the design stages. The work of an architect is absolutely critical to net zero because of the regulations we have to work to. Regulations in construction are changing already to make buildings greener, more thermally efficient. That means how well they keep the heat in. So we're designing buildings all the time that are much better than older buildings in terms of their green performance. But also as an architect, you decide what the building is made of. So making decisions about the types of materials, the types of insulation, is something that we can control. So we will try and find materials that are kind to the planet, that are good for the building, good for the people that work and live inside the building. So that's a very important role that we take very seriously.